Hello everyone, this is Calvin Caston. It's December 21st, 1994, and we're at Northeastern Clinton Central School for a little junior varsity action in the CVAC. The Saranac Chiefs and the Northeastern Clinton Central School Cougars, Eddie LaMarche and Roger Fidelli are the officials. And we're set for the start of the ball game, and to take us through the ball game, back from college, we have Sean LeClaire at the microphone.
Thank you very much, Calvin. It's good to be back. First of all, we'll give you the starting lineups for both teams as we try to keep track of the action also. Starting for the Cougars will be 20, Randy Senior, 22, Kevin Cardan, 23, Dustin Marr, 25, Matt Morelli, and who'd I miss? 12, which would be Scott Morelli. Got the Morelli connection out there tonight. The rest of the Cougars are in random order. Number 15, Jason Ankowiak. Number 24, Shane Dutil. Number 21, I was sleeping there, Calvin. Who put that in? Schweenor with the basket. 21, Mike Generu. 14, Jarrett Carey. 10, Tyson Dumas. And number 11, Travis Davison. The coach is Randy LeBombard, and we'll give respect to the managers as they do an important job. Got to travel there. No shot by Saranac. Managers are Bradley Delaney and Aaron Babby. For the Chiefs out there, we have number 40, Josh Bowen. Number 34, Colby Kiroy. Matt Morelli puts in a basket off a nice pass from Kevin Carden. Number 32, Justin Reel. Number 22, Jeff Yiger. And it looks like number 30, Nathan Bull. I'm just going to run through the whole lineup for Saranac. Saranac misses the shot. Tapped out of bounds by the Cougars. It'll be Saranac ball.
Nice block there by Schweenor.
Rest of the Chiefs, number 10, Adam Trudeau. Number 12, Tom Wood. Number 14, Ambrose Waldron. Pick up the action here. Scott Morelli comes down to the rebound. He's going to push it up to Kevin Cardan. He'll stop, shoot. He's good for 2. That'll push the lead up to 6-0. Number 15, Randy Meyer. Number 20, Matt Dashnaw. Number 31, Scott Carter. Number 42, John Mattoon. And number 52, David Jakir. We'll go with Jakir, we're not real sure. And the coach for the Saranac Chiefs is Tim Newell. Now we'll get to the action. Cougars in a tight man-to-man. Reel gets free momentarily, puts the shot in. Nice turnaround shot by Reel. From the start of the game, it looks like we're going to have an up-and-down game. Both teams like to push it. Looks like number 34, Kiroy, Colby Kiroy for Saranac will get the foul.
Cougar games have all been close so far, and looking through the scorebook, Saranac has a couple of losses, but they've been in every game.
That's good for us. Hopefully we'll see a very good game tonight. Schweener takes the fake, stops in the lane, shoots. Hard to stop that. I've seen him do that many a times in the games last year, and this year he looks like he's really worked on it and he's got it down. Nathan Bull tried to penetrate there, taken away from Schweener. Morelli's going to stop. Cougars will set up their offense. Matt Morelli in the post, turns around. Nice play. Good all-around effort by the Cougars so far. They're looking very good. Bull looks like to be the point guard for Saranac. Geiger looking for someone to pass to. Can't find anybody. He'll bring it back out, set his offense back up. Still can't find anything. Cougars defending well. Reel's going to try to penetrate. He loses it. It's tapped out by Carden. And we have a substitution for the Saranac Chiefs. Number 34, Colby Kiroy, will come out for in favor number 52, David Jakir. Schweener again with a block. That's 2 for him tonight.
He can play both ends.
Carden with a nice pick. Doesn't have the number, so I'll pull it out. Meyer loses the ball on the spin. Morelli, nice hands to pick that ball back up. Goes in for the layup. Score is suddenly pushed up to 12-2. I look up that, it doesn't seem possible. That's where we're at. Morelli comes away with another steal.
Tim Newell ought to get a timeout here and talk to his team. So
yeah, it's definitely approaching that time.
The game's going to get out of hand.
Don't want that game to be lost in the first quarter. Nathan Bull picked up the foul. He was not set long enough for the charge. Substitution for the Cougars. Schwinier's coming out. Carey will come in. Carey's number 14. First one's a little long. He'll get a second. Long on the second. Saranac substituted on me. I didn't see it. Number 42, John Mattoon, came in for Bowen. Travel will bring the ball back to the Cougars. Ball being passed around inside, looking for the inside cutter. Can't find him yet. Carey with a hook shot. It goes in.
Cougars being warned to leave the ball alone after a basket. They've been warned, so next time it's going to be a technical.
That's a very stupid thing right there, too. When the ball goes through that hoop, you should have your mind set on getting back for defense, not touching that ball. Got a travel in the lane called on Real. Shane Dutil is going to make his first entrance for the Cougars. He'll take out Morelli. Shane is number 24. Saranac also in a man-to-man. Can't really play zone when you're behind as much as they are right now. As a very nice attempt for a drive, Matt Morelli just didn't come away with a layup. You like to see that though at this level, where a player will use his left hand to go in for the drive, and or a normally right-handed player. And then just as I say that, Mattoon puts one in off a nice drive of his own. Cardin's going to try the first three, in and out. Really strong rebound.
Nice reverse layup by Matt Morelli.
Went to the open space, and then it was just easy as putting it off the board and into the hoop. We're going to have an over in the back call on Jakir. I think it's about time for a timeout for Saranac. You're down 16-4. 2 minutes 38 seconds left in the quarter. Very surprising. He must have a lot of faith in the Saranac Chiefs that they can regroup by themselves and be able to pull this out, not get any farther behind.
Or he has no faith and figures they're going to lose.
We're always nice and give the people the benefit of the doubt, though. Dutil a little anxious to get to the basket. He moves his feet just a little bit too much, called for the travel. Looking for the post inside. And who's the call? The call's going to go against Morelli. No, yes, number 12, Scott Morelli. He'll pick up his first for a hold underneath. A little bit bigger guy. You try to get all the advantage you can. That was a nice drive by Bull as he went in and protected the ball. Morelli comes down with a drive of his own. And we've got a hold coming out of the scuffle. And it's going to be on Morelli again, so he picks up a quick second. Boy, with all those players in there, sometimes you think it's hard for the official to see who actually committed the foul in there.
Once in a while they get it wrong.
Nice pass up court as they caught the Cougars sleeping on defense. Justin Reel put that ball in. Cougars got to pick up their man. We have Tyson Dumas in for the Cougars. He came in to replace Morelli. Also Randy Schwiener. Tapped out by Saranac. Cougars up by 10, 16-6. Minute 44 left in the quarter. Schwiener in the lane. You better get out of there. Carey helps him out, puts up the shot before he's called for a 3-second. Nice move by Nathan Bull. Reminds me a little bit of Matt Bruce, who I played against last year from Saranac Lake. Just a little drive in the lane and the short jump shot. Boutil's open on the other side as Saranac is almost in a matchup zone. Dumas, the coach, may have changed his pivot foot there. I think he got away with one. Boutil puts the ball up. Schwiener with a rebound. Gets fouled. Ball does not go.
45 seconds to go here in the first period. Been a quick first quarter.
Not too many whistles as Schwiener puts in the first one. He'll get a second one. Try to push the lead up to, I believe, 12. A little short on the second. Took too many steps before he put the ball on the floor. Had his eyes of driving to the basket there. Excuse me. Cougars put up a quick shot. It's off the back of the rim. Nice box out. Nice box out by, I believe his number is 32, Justin Reel on Randy Schwiener. Did not allow him to get to that ball until it was too late. Three-point attempt is missed. Schwiener comes away with a monster block again.
Blocks like that are impressive, but it's much more effective if you don't slap the ball and keep it near you. You have a chance to pick it up and get control. But the ones where the ball goes flying look a lot better.
To the fans, at least they do. Nice little play as he got inside Schwiener, missed the layup. Carey showing a little bit of hustle. Got 3 seconds left. Got a 3 attempt. It's going to be short. It's partially blocked by Carey. And so will end the first quarter, a fast first quarter. Usually between Saranac and NCCS, with them being rivals, there's usually a lot of whistles. But at the end of the first quarter, it's going to be the Northeastern Cougars 19, Saranac 8.
Do you have any idea who's cheering for Northeastern, John?
Why, yes, I do. You always know I do my homework, Calvin.
That's right.
Cheerleading for the Cougars tonight, give them a great inspiration as Carey misses the shot and Saranac comes away with the rebound, is Jessica Leduc, Jessica Blaine, Rebecca Bennett, Rachel Belrose, Allison Bayshard, Jessica Bertrand, Emily Batha, Nicole Etier, Michelle Rushford, and Kylie Ashline. Don't want to forget anybody here. Everyone contributes to the success of a team.
And who's the advisor?
the advisor / coach, as it's written, Sue Belrose. We're going to get little humor here in between the breaks. Out on the floor right now, as I forget what I'm doing here. Haven't done this in a long time, a little slow. For the Chiefs, number 30, Nathan Bull. Number 42, Mattoon. Number 32, Real. I believe that's number 10, Adam Trudeau making his first appearance. And I'm forgetting number 52, David Jakir. For the Cougars, it's Cardan Schwinyer, Tyson Dumas, Matt Morelli, and Dustin Marr out on the floor. Saranac has quickly gone to a 2-3 zone. Cougars showing no ill effects, though, as Carden takes the weak side rebound, puts it in. Nice drive by Bull, just missing the layup. Saranac's had bad luck tonight with the layups, they're just not going for him yet. Marr pulls up to avoid the charge. Schwinyer puts it right back in. He'll tell you after the game he meant to roll it off the rim like that. Shots put up, in and out. Saranac just not getting the roll so far. Entering the game would be number 12, Scott Morelli for the Cougars. He'll replace Dumas, and as well for Saranac, Ambrose Waldron will make his first appearance. And sitting down will be number 32, Justin Real for the Chiefs. Schwinyer in the low post, surrounded by 3 Chiefs, puts the shot up anyways. Waldron, just entering the game, comes down with a rebound. Looking for the cutter coming through. Ran out of room.
As you know, Sean, all the lines on this floor, sometimes the opposing players, it takes them a while to figure out where the out-of-bounds lines are.
The opposing player, Calvin, I played on this gym for 4 years, and I haven't even learned their lines yet. Shot was put up. Saranac comes down with a rebound. Jakir moved inside. The pass was thrown outside. Morelli's thinking about putting up a 3. Carden will put the baseline. Quick foul called. Didn't look to be much contact. Carden, I think, is going to get it from the back. Yep. It's hard to believe there's been 9 fouls already, Calvin. It doesn't seem like that.
Well, we haven't had too many shooting fouls, so the game keeps rolling. When you have those 2-shot fouls, that it slows things up. And of course, we'll be soon at the 1-and-1 situations.
Again, Jakir moved inside. The pass was thrown outside. They got to communicate a little bit better.
Back in the old days, the first fouls, until you got to the 1-and-1, you take 1 shot instead of taking the ball out of bounds.
Morelli, strong move inside, found himself all alone, put up the easy shot, 2 points. Scores increased to 25-8. Chiefs still haven't called a timeout. A little surprising. You never know with Saranac, though, Calvin. They could be right back in this game just like that.
Saranac has a proud reputation when it comes to basketball. They've had a couple of off years, but they're a long tradition of being at the top or near the top.
Foul right there was called on Matt Morelli, number 25 for the Cougars. Each team has 5 fouls with 3:58 left in the second quarter. And we have a nice looking shot from Bull. Puts the Saranac Chiefs in double figures. Hopes to get his team started on a long run. Schwinier left all alone at the foul line. Second easiest shot in basketball right there. More often than not, that shot will fall.
Depending on who's shooting it.
Didn't notice Travis Davison came in the game for the Cougars. He just picked up that foul. Carden with a nice box out inside. Morelli, turnaround move. Hard off the glass. Waldron keeps his footing. Saranac coach yells out motion. Looking to get it inside again. Looks like a double low, down low. Nice clear out for Rio. A little hard off the rim.
Sixth team foul for both teams, so they'll be going to the line from here on for the rest of the quarter.
This game might be starting to get a little longer at this point. Clock's going to stop each time. We're going to have a lengthy stop between each one. Schwinier misses the rebound. And here we're going to have our first opportunity at a 1-and-1. As Jeff Yeager gets called for a bump down low. Or no, did it go the other way? Nope. Yes, it did go the other way. Schwinier gets called for the foul. Saranac will get the 1-and-1. So Jeff Yeager will go to the line. I guess he'd like that other than the foul. Into the game during the break, Mike Generu, number 21, came in for the Cougars to replace Matt Morelli. First attempt is off. Schwinier comes with a rebound. Travis Davison missed. Schwinier the rebound. Yeager with a little spin. Nice hustle by Marr. Carden with a hustle also. Waldron is forced to foul him. That's always has been a trademark of the Cougars, Calvin. We're always taught from a young level, you dive on that floor for a loose ball, and as often you come up with big dividends as in this case.
And floor burns.
And floor burns. But those floor burns are a little less severe when you go to the line and you make your free throws on the 1-and-1. And very nicely, Kevin Carden is proving my theory. Sinks both of the free throws. Nice looking free throws from Kevin Carden. Saranac looking to get something going. The score has been raised up to 27-10. Yeager gets it inside. Colby Kiroy with an aggressive move. Got General to go up a little bit too much. Swung his arms, committed the foul. First attempt misses. He'll get a second. As we have a substitution, number 10, Adam Trudeau, is going to give way to number 40, Josh Bowen. Misses the second one. Got to make those when you're down by this much. Every little thing helps. When that clock stopped, you want to put those points on the board. It's early, but those will usually figure in the end. Tried to force it in there. Lead pass goes astray.
Good hustle by Jenneru. We have extra step there, though, but the refs didn't call.
I think that's the case, though, that they know that the Saranac offender had momentum and just pushed him in a way. It wasn't too severe. I'd rather myself see that called like it was than to have a travel or a foul committed on the player. And as I say foul, we have one. Number 32, Justin Reel, picked up one. Bonus situation. Schweinyard gets it to roll in.
That happens with a nice soft shot. A good spin on the ball.
And a left-handed drive by Justin Reel comes right back. He'll make up for that foul. Foul was committed by Schweinyard. They got 3 fouls on Schweinyard now. Schweinyard's been a lot of the offense. If they have to force to take him out, we might see a little change in the game. They corrected it. It's only 2 fouls. And Yager completes the 3-point play.
Well, Schweinyard's been working both ends. Wish they'd start that clock. Now they do.
As I glance over at the score clock, it looks like Travis Misek's running the clock, and he's just explaining to the scorekeeper, "What? I thought he started it." Schweinyard blocked at that, hustles after his own block. He's thinking all the time out there. One of the hardest places to inbound it. Nice step out by Marr. 27 seconds left. Saranac, look inside. Reel. This is everything. That's going to be Schweinyard's third right there. Josh Bound went up strong. Schweinyard hacked him.
If Schweinyard has to sit in the second half, it's going to be a different ball game out there, Sean.
19. He picked up 2 fouls within, what would you say, Calvin, 20 seconds at the end of a half? Not something you want to do. Bowen missed his first shot. Got to make these free throws. Second one's hard. Saranac gets the ball stolen away by Carden. He's got quick hands. Finds Davison. Oh, Davison threw it a little bit too far in back of Marr. The only good thing that comes out of that is Saranac didn't pick it up and run down the court for an uncontested layup.
6 seconds.
Saranac tipped.
Off white.
Got 4.2 seconds, Calvin.
Plenty of time.
Only takes a point through. Carden knocks the ball away. Stepped over the line, didn't catch that. Almost goes in for the 3-point bomb. But anyways, the Saranac Chiefs look to regroup in the second half. I'm sure they'll come out strong. But anyways, as we go to the second half, as we prepare to listen to the cheerleaders, it's going to be Northeastern 29, Saranac 13.
And now for our favorite moment in any ball game, the halftime report by our lovely and talented Natalie Engtill.
For NCCS, Travis Davison has 1 foul. Scott Morelli has 2 points, 2 fouls. Jarrett Carey has 4 points. Randy Schweinyard has 9 points, 3 fouls. Mike Jenneru has 1 foul. Kevin Carden has 6 points, 1 foul. Matt Morelli has 8 points, 2 fouls. For Saranac, Jeff Yeager has 1 foul. Nathan Ball has 4 points, 1 foul. Justin Reel has 7 points, 1 foul. Josh Bowen has 1 foul. Colby Kiroy has 1 foul. Ambrose Waldron has 1 foul. John Mattoon has 2 points, 1 foul. And David Jigger has 1 foul.
Another outstanding job by our lovely and talented Cougar scorekeeper Natalie Yanktail as we continue our trip through the stands. And now we'll go back to Sean LeClaire. As we get set for this second half to start, I should point out the Modified A plays at the same time as the JVs do, and Ben Arno is running the camera over there at the Modified game, and I believe we sweet-talked to Hillary Tremblay into running the microphone. Last I heard, she'd be doing the play-by-play.
That's terrific. We get all teams covered. It's nice to see that.
Yeah, we've had pretty good luck getting people, volunteers, the parents down there, and students to help out.
Some people just don't realize that this is a lot of work, a lot of hard work, and it's always nice that there's people out there who will help contribute to the success, which I think has been very successful since we started. How long have you been doing it now, Calvin?
Well, we started in June of '83 with a once-a-week program. Then in April of '86, we started the Hometown Cable, and been on just about every day since then.
In my lifetime, it's been on every day.
Born in 1986, were you?
88, Calvin. I'll let that slide though. And we'll get you the players on the floor. Saranac, we have out there number 32, Justin Reel. Number 20, Matt Dashna. As Saranac misses a shot. Number 52, David Jakir. Number 42, John Mattoon. And number 30, Nathan Bull. I'd like to make an apology to number 22, Jeff Yeager. I've been pronouncing his name Jaeger all night. It's my Rochester accent that's coming through there.
As long as they don't call him yogurt, I guess it's all right.
I guess there could be worse. For the Cougars out there, we have number 12, Scott Morelli. Number 22, Kevin Carden. Number 23, Dustin Meyer, who just came up with a steal. Number 20, Randy Schwinier is out there. He's got 3 fouls. We'll have to keep an eye on him. And there's the Morelli connection. Little brother Scott to big brother Matt.
Matt insists that Scott gives him at least a couple assists a game. Otherwise, he beats him up.
Nice shot coming through there from Nathan Bull. Morelli chases the ball down. Cougars going to get set in their offense. I'm sure Saranac's going to come out here very enthusiastic as we see a foul on Jakir there, pushing the back. Sure it's going to get a little bit more physical. Saranac's only down by 13 points after the first half that they had, so they're not out of this game yet. Carden drives in. He's forced to change his shot on the way up. Traveled on the way down. Traveled into the middle and found nowhere to go.
I know you're spending all your time in the books in Rochester, but have you looked at cable TV down there?
Yes, I have, and I must say it is not as good as it is here. Although they do have one distinct advantage. They have Fox down there.
I know New Channels is in Syracuse. Are they in Rochester also?
No, I'm not sure what the cable company is there, but it's not a New Channels based cable. We don't get too many channels down there. We just get the basic. Pay a lot of money, don't get a lot of stuff. That's college. I suppose that you make up for that, though, from the reward of that college diploma when you go out and try to find some kind of work. Matt Morelli called for a 3-second violation, turned the ball back to the Chiefs. Chiefs only down by 11 points. After the first half, you think it'd be a little bit more than that, but they've hung in there. They look they have a lot more activity, I think, on the offensive end now. They're really starting to cut. Saranac coach wants a 3.
The Cougar timeout.
We're here from NCCS, and we're ready to fight for our victory. The Cougars are here to rock you. So just step back before we blow you away.
We're back. Cougars to inbound.
Saranac has closed it to a 10-point difference.
9 points, Calvin, 9 points.
Where did another point come from? It was when they went into the timeout, it was 31-21. Now it's 31-22.
Schwinier over to, I believe, Cardan. Pushes the lead up to 11. Just like to take this time to remind everyone out there that we still a varsity game to go. Don't know if they'll be shown on the same nights or not, but we will have the professional broadcaster on with that one, Mike Fay. It's amateur night right now.
Usually we try to break it up, not have JV and varsity on the same night. Once in a while we do, but whenever possible we break it up.
Just even more reason to tune in every night. Foul there was called on Jakir for Saranac. That was his 3rd. And this will come up on number 22, Jeff Yeager. Number 42, excuse me, John Mattoon. And he'll exit the ball game. Coming in was number 14, Ambrose Waldron. You're gonna have to help me out there again, Calvin. I missed that.
Randy Schweenor with a little hook shot.
I'm surprised a little bit they're not going after Randy Schwinier on Saranac's offense. They know he's got 3 fouls. He's a big force in there. I'm surprised they're not trying to get the ball into his player and trying to make him play physical with him. Marr almost with a steal.
Definitely ought to be in the game plan somewhere.
A little hook inbound play. Dashnaw sets it up. It's caught. Schwinier hustles outside, picks the ball up. Gonna go in. Saranac player, Waldron. He's got to keep his hands off him there. He's gonna foul him. Make sure you're gonna foul him so that the player will not get the basket. You don't want to give a 3-point opportunity when you're trying to come back.
Schweenor can make it a 16-point lead again.
Not at this moment. Mahar gets the steal this time. One too many times to the well. He'll go all the way and gets stopped. Still is able to put the shot up. Saranac defender did all he could.
Well, that's where a left-hander gets that little extra advantage because you're not expecting the left-handed shot to go up, and your tendency is to guard people to the right, and it's tough when you play against a left-hander.
Well, he almost got his hands in there. Schwinier guarding on the outside now. It's nice to see he can go in and out. Cougars doing a tremendous job on defense tonight. 3-point attempt, way off. Marr comes out with a rebound. Nice little spin to get away from the defender. Lob to Morelli. Missed the layup. Saranac with possession of the ball. As I tend to glance over there, you seem to have caught our principal walking in the door, Calvin.
Yep. Principal and son.
Still making their way up through the stands.
Everybody wants to shake their hands as they come in.
Jump ball situation. They'll stay with the Cougars this time.
.201 to go in the third. 39-22. Cougars up by 17.
Shot was just deflected by the defender. Matt Morelli tapped it out of bounds to go back to Saranac as they make a substitution. Number 40, Josh Bowen, comes in for Waldron. Jarrett Carey and Shane Dutil in the game. Don't know if I recognize them or not. He was bumped on the way by Carey. He'll get 2 shots. First attempt is good. Meyer's going to exit the game in favor of... I'm not quite sure. I believe that's Travis Davison. Thank you. Saranac converts on both its free throws, brings the game back to 16 points. We can only wonder how close this game is if San Francisco. I'm thinking football here. Saranac gets called for 3 seconds. If Saranac would have made their free throws in the first half, this would be just a little bit closer.
If they're going to mix up Saranac with anybody, that'll be with Kansas City. They're the Chiefs, too.
They all have red uniforms. It's unfair. Nice hustling by Justin Reilly. You like to see that in a player. He'll give all his might to go out for a ball as we have a timeout called by Saranac.
Minute 16 left in the third period. 15-point ball game.
Almost a tricky situation with it over in the back there. Dutil was out of bounds as he tried to tap it back in. Crowd starting to filter in. Trying to get everybody as they walk in.
Actually, if they were using a filter, half these people wouldn't be in here. Including you and I.
True, very true. And right there, you see Bull puts in a nice little jump shot. About 16 feet out, brings Saranac 2 points closer. Morelli thought he was going to go coast to coast, tried to get it to his brother, Matt. Whoa, looked clean. But again, we're not on the floor, as the officials are. Morelli will pick up the foul for the hold. .35 seconds for Saranac. We've got a push inside on Davison. Carden comes in for Scott Morelli. 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Quick shot. Nothing but net. He's heating up. I think that's the man you got to go to if you're Saranac right now. Off Dutill's fingers. They give it back. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Saranac can cut it to to 9 points, which would be under double digits, which would be a very big lift for Saranac right now. Got to drive. He's caught. Gets it back out to Bull. Had he not traveled, they would have been 2 points closer. 9 seconds for the Cougars to do something. If you're Saranac, you don't want to foul right here. Oh, Saranac fans want to travel on carry. Officials getting a workout the last 9 seconds. Don't want to inbound the ball back behind the line.
2.7 in.
Really? Nice. Cannot do it any better than that. And on that note, we will leave the third quarter with the Northeastern Cougars pushing their score up to 41, while Saranac advanced theirs to 28.
Did the class of '94 take a C with them? It used to be NCCS, now it's NCS. Any idea what happened to that other C?
No comment. And to start the quarter for the Chiefs, we have number 20, Matt Dashnot, number 42, John Mattoon, number 32, Justin Reel, number 40, Josh Bowen, and number 10, Adam Trudeau. For the Cougars, we have number 20, Randy Schwinyor, number 23, Dustin Marr, number 22, Kevin Cardan, number 10, Tyson Dumas, and number 25, Matt Morelli. Nice. 13 points for Saranac to make up. It's going to be hard. Not impossible, though. Dashnot looking to penetrate. Tapped away by Carden. I'm very surprised Saranac has not gone after Randy Schwinyor. Especially after the year he had last year, you think teams would automatically jump on him, try to get him into foul trouble, as you do anyone who's really a dominant force inside, as he seems to be. It's really surprising that they have not gone to him. Matt Morelli beats the press. Nice feed from Dustin Marr. That's the way it's taught. Reel loses it. We're going to get the foul. Number 10, Adam Trudeau. Next time Saranac fouls, the bonus will go in effect for Northeastern. Play did not work that time. Trudeau looking inside. Mattoon. Carden slaps the arm of Justin Reel to give him 2 foul shots. Nothing but net. Schwiener comes away with a rebound. 2-on-1 for the Cougars. Gets it to Cardan. Bank shot's no good. Borelli's right there to rebound. (45-31) as Marr comes away with it again. And as Mattoon was not completely set, he'll get called for the block. First part of the bonus situation is good for Marr. He'll get another one. Marr makes good on the second one. Almost had a little stoppage of delay there as the floor seems to be wet by the Cougar bench, but manager Brad Delaney was right on it. Mopped it up very quickly so the game did not have to be delayed. Schwiener blocked his advance, but Marr hit him from behind. Real go to the line again for 2. First one rolls in. Cuts the lead down to 15. And that'll cut to 14. 6 minutes left. Schwiener gets it to Morelli. Sorry, Dumas. Tapped away by Cardan. Oh. Saranac fans did not like that. Marr trying to make a move, can't. Nice defense by Waldron. Very nice drive by Real. Cut through the Cougars' defense. Saranac a little lax in pressure. Only down by 12. Let's see if they can sustain the run. As Bull, didn't notice that, but Bull re-entered the game. 4-on-3. Now Dashna looking for penetration. Cardan stopping him. Back door. Just rolls off the rim. Saranac's had that happen a lot tonight. Cardan just inside the three-point line. Little long. Bulls, let's see, seem to cool off just a little bit. Marr's ahead of the pack. Up to Schwiener, he'll finish. And he'll get the little touch foul. 40's got to let him go there. Foul on Josh Bowen.
There's no way he was going to stop Schwiener from scoring. Like I said, you got to let him be.
Northeastern will call a timeout with 3:59 remaining. 49-35 our score. Schweener will attempt to make a three-point play. It's off. Pass was tipped. He'll stay with Saranac. Tom Wood into the game for Saranac. Missed his entry, but we got him now. Ball in the corner. And we're going to have a shooting foul, I believe, as Colby Kilroy drove to the basket, put the shot up. As Saranac misses, Saranac player missed the first shot. Foul was on Matt Morelli. Misses the second. He'll stay with Saranac. Bonus situation the rest of the game. Each team has committed 7 fouls. Also into the game, I'm sorry, I missed him, number 15, Randy Miner for Saranac. The lob to Morelli. The weak side help came. Morelli just put it over. Bull will attempt a baseline shot. He buries it. 51-37, 2:42 left to go. Kilroy will get called for the block. Looked a little bit more like a hold, but regardless, it was a foul. Kind of hard to block somebody, Calvin, when you're in back of them.
So behind the block. Or an around the block.
Foul shot was short. That was put in, I believe, Matt Morelli.
It was the closest Cougar. I'm not sure if he's the one who put it in now.
Too many hands in there to see. Wood came down with a rebound, got it to Trudeau. Miner looking for someone inside, can't find him, pull it back out. And pass tipped away. Substitutions, number 20, Matt Dashnow will come in to replace Trudeau. And also we have Travis Davison and Shane Dutil coming in as Carey and Matt Morelli take a seat. As I look up, Cougars will get possession. And Dashnock goes right back out. Trudeau back in. And number 12 guarding number 12. Tom Wood fouls Morelli. He'll go to the line for a bonus situation. Substitution for the Chiefs. Going out will be Colby Kilroy. Coming in will be foul shot, missed everything. Matt Dashnow is coming in for Colby Kilroy. And of course, when you miss everything on the foul shot, the ball goes back to the defending team.
Mike General in for the Cougars too.
I'm sorry I missed that. Didn't want to exclude Mike. Shane Dutel trying to get to the ball, just couldn't get there fast enough. He'll pick up the foul. Send Saranac to the line. And then out on the first, lane violation on the Cougars. Dutil, referees pointed out, Dutil was in a little bit too early. Lob pass up for Davison, can't control it. Go back to the Chiefs. Minute 35 left. Cougars up by 16, look to have this game in hand. Cougars looked well tonight, looked very good. They played very solid on both the offensive and defensive ends. And combined with Saranac's misfortune of several in and outs and missing some key free throws, the Cougars are able to pull away with this one.
Ooh.
When that floor shrieks like that, you just kind of tingle. Almost a carry. Trudeau looks to get 2 points for himself. Just rolls off. General beats everyone down the court. Schwinier there to follow up. Dashnock comes away with the rebound of Trudeau's shot. Wood just trying to find things in there. I think he thought he'd get lost in all those Cougars. The referees wouldn't be able to see him.
He was looking for yardage on that one.
Dutil passes off to General. Can't find anything. Miner comes away with a steal. Then forces Dutil to travel. Once you get that momentum and weight shifted, it's hard to go back. Miner will put up a shot that's a little wide. Schwinier looks ahead, can't find anybody. Gets picked from behind. And I didn't even realize it, but that'll end the game. A lot of exciting action out there. But anyways, the Cougars looked impressive tonight. They come away with a 55-37 win. And I think I'm going to allow Calvin to wrap it up. I just want to say thank you very much, Calvin, for allowing me to call the game. I certainly missed it, and I certainly missed your channel in Rochester.
Well, as people leave the North Country, they realize that not every area, in fact, very few areas have a channel like Hometown Cable, but when you grow up with it, I guess you kind of take it for granted that this is something that every cable channel has. And I want to thank you, Sean. You've been, it's not your first time helping us out, and you're always welcome here to grab the mic whenever you're in the vicinity. So our thanks to Sean LeClaire for taking us through the ball game. And 55-37 is the way it was on this 21st day of December, the first day of winter, first partial day of winter, 1994.